Hello. Great to finally see people. Now, my name's Michael, and I'm here to talk to you today about the next big thing in fintech. So, I've been at Barclays, Lloyds Banking Group, Royal Bank of Scotland, but I now find myself at the technology giant Huawei. And as you can tell, let me click on, I'm going for the UK's longest job title. If you can top that, I want to know about it. Now, I thought I would start today by talking a little bit about my savings habits. Now, as you can probably tell by my lovely accent, I'm from New Zealand. But what you probably can't tell is that I am a terrible saver. Like most Kiwis, I came over here pretty much just to travel and have fun. But I soon realized that if you want to travel, you kind of need to know how to save as well. And that was a little bit of a problem. But then along came open banking and the fintech app Plum. I simply connected my accounts, chose my savings mood, currently chosen ambitious, and off it goes, doing the savings for me. It's kind of like I have a PA finally, sort of. But seriously, that's how it should be, right? Because it's simplicity and convenience for customers that currently reigns supreme. And I love that we see that playing out within the fintech scene. Be it Monese, Revolut, Starling, better experiences are everywhere. And when you look back, each new innovation followed that theme. Take my personal favorite and hot topic, Bitcoin. Now, I wish I'd got some Bitcoin back in 2009. But the truth is, it was pretty technically challenging to buy and store crypto back then. But now, you've got platforms like Coinbase with 56 million users. I'll tell you what's even better though. Buying and selling crypto is now being integrated into my banking experience. And open banking, well, that was even quicker. It's only been 3 years, and there are countless new innovations, making things more simple and convenient for customers. Of course, that leaves a big question, right? What's next? Well, if I could predict the future, I'd have a few thousand Bitcoin right now, and I'd probably be on a beach somewhere. But I tell you, there's one thing I am certain of, and that is continuing to make things more simple and convenient for customers will guide future innovation. And it's actually been since joining Huawei and seeing and experiencing their experience within the Chinese market, which has only made that more clear. Now, on that note, welcome to China. Population 1.4 billion and home to some interesting insights on where the future of finance might be heading. Now at Huawei, we know it well. We've been a member of this for over 3 decades now, leading the way in smartphones and wearables. Our app gallery, for example, has 550 million active users every single month. But China skips the desktop. What am I talking about? Well, a phenomenal rise in smartphones and online shopping has completely changed the market there. Everyone's connected, as you can see. Well, maybe not the baby, but trust me, they will have a phone soon enough. To give you a bit of a gauge, Alibaba's online singles shopping day grossed 38 billion in a single day. Amazon's Prime Day grossed about 10 billion, paling in comparison. Now, unlike Europe, China didn't really have this period of desktop online banking. Instead, banking services, like pretty much everything else, skipped over to those. The smartphone. But what's interesting is the way that tech companies led the fintech revolution. They were quicker at picking up on unmet customer demand. And to gain traction, they set out to own entire ecosystems, covering the financial and the non-financial. Now, the Chinese consumer played their part as well. They're more willing to adopt new services. Fintech adoption is at about 35% globally. That obviously includes China as well. But if you look at just China, they hit that number years ago. And it's this combination which is leading to some fascinating developments. And I want to talk to you about 3 of those today. Now, did you know that the QR code was invented by Toyota as a way to track their cars along the manufacturing process? Now, they may have been invented for cars, but it's people that get the most use out of them today. And there is nowhere that is more true than in China, where QR codes are literally a way of life. And I'm not just talking about QR codes being used as a source of information, like you often see here in Europe. In China, QR codes are the dominant form of payment. And seriously, they're everywhere. All major retailers, restaurants, airports, and it's not just consumers making use of them. For merchants, they get rid of point-of-sale devices as well. In fact, QR codes now account for 83% of all payments in China. 83%. Think of your children's lemonade stand now taking digital payments. That is the future. And as I'm sure you know, it's cheaper as well. Even here in Europe, QR code transactions are up to 90% cheaper for merchants compared with card payments. And of course, it was tech companies leading the way. Alipay introduced their first QR code payment option in 2011. And I talked to you about tech companies gaining traction as well. Well, they now have over 1 billion customers. Between them and their closest rival, WeChat, 92% of people use them in major Chinese cities. 92%. It's crazy. Now, I want you to check this out. Now, it might be considered a UFO sighting here in the UK, but in China, a gaming company, with the help of drones, launched their game with a giant QR code in the sky. Just pull out your phone, scan it, you get information on the game, but even better, you can purchase it then and there. So, you have more people using QR codes. But have you seen what's happened in Europe? Ever since COVID, more people are using QR codes. You go to restaurants and pubs, it's the only way to order. Even the COVID track and trace system is all accessed via QR codes. But the big question for us is, will we move to QR code payments like they've done in China? And will our applications be ready? Now, another thing that's happened during COVID, we haven't been able to go to shops as much as we used to. And I have to admit, I do miss it sometimes. I'm not talking about going to a shopping mall. I still hate that. But going to, your favorite clothing store every now and then. But in China, they're not just bringing in-store experiences to your home, they're bringing them to your phone. Now, take a look at this. So this is live stream shopping. Want to buy a top but not sure if it's going to fit? Well, you can now book and view a live stream right from the shop floor, all on your phone. have a question for them when they're trying it on, no problem. That's a chat down there at the bottom. You can gain access to discounts from up the top as well. But the best thing about this, you can buy that top then and there. And the payment, it's embedded, so it's invisible. But how is it invisible? Well, you know what's crazy about all these things happening in China? They're all happening from within super apps. These are one-stop shops giving you access to QR code payments, live stream shopping, and so much more. You can hire a cab, order a meal, book a spa. You can even buy tonight's movie ticket and get a discount. And because they're your wallet as well, when it comes to payments, just like the Uber experience, you don't have to. So it begs another question, right? Are super apps going to be our next big thing? Well, it seems that Google are following in the footsteps of China with their latest release of Google Pay in the US. Now, you can obviously make payments, but you can now open a bank account, set up savings goals. You can even order food from your favorite restaurant, all within the app. Again, making things more simple and convenient. So what are we going to do in the UK and Europe? With Klarna, they now give you access to your favorite retailers all from within their app. Revolut lets you buy and sell cryptocurrency, and they've just introduced QR code payment functionality for business customers. Will they be Europe's first super app? Well, one thing is for certain. As it has been in the past, it'll be competition that drives us forward. And it's the same for us at Huawei. We may be the world's third largest app ecosystem, but in Europe, we're newbies. Just like in financial services, we need competition in the platform space. More than just two main players. So that platforms evolve as well. Now, it's kind of crazy for me at least, but just 2 years ago, we barely had a single European financial services app within App Gallery. And trust me, these things do take time, but we're starting to make decent progress. The great thing about App Gallery is access to a vast amount of customers right across Europe, and our evolving support model, where we have local specialists on the ground in each market, not just there to help you integrate into App Gallery, but there to help you innovate and grow as well. And one really cool example of that is Blue Code. Now, I've talked to you about QR codes being a potential opportunity here in Europe. Well, Blue Code are forging that path. They've created a simple barcode-based payment network across Austria and Germany. Merchants simply scan the customer's Blue Code, and just like a QR code payment in China, payment's done. So we didn't just work with Blue Code to help them integrate into App Gallery. We've partnered with them so that their customers' Blue Code sits natively within the Huawei wallet, giving them access to payments as well as exclusive benefits. Basically, if we can help you make things simpler and more convenient for your customers, we want to help you do that. Now, in order to help our partners to innovate, another thing that we're looking at is open banking. We see a future where Huawei can enable open banking services to all apps in App Gallery. And we're testing that out right now with a partner, Nofa. Now, for those of you that don't speak fluent Norwegian, like myself, I'm told that Nofa means the same word as the pig noise oink. So, different names, same noise, honestly, I don't know. But this Nofa is a digital piggy bank for kids, but no coins. Just connect via their app and anyone can make deposits whenever they like. We want to make open banking services available to all of our app developers. So we're always looking for partners to innovate in this space. If you think that's you, come and talk to us. So look, if there's one thing I want to leave you with today, it's that regardless of what the next big thing in fintech is, it's got to continue to make things more simple and convenient for customers. And I say that as a consumer myself. Just like super apps and QR codes, basically, how can we make finance an invisible part of experiences? That's what we need to keep thinking about. It's obviously something that we're going to need to work together on as an industry. And at Huawei, by bringing our experience through in the Chinese market, our vast reach across Europe, and our openness to partner with fintechs on innovation, we're here to do just that. Have a lovely rest of your day.